It's the last time, who cares? Oh. Apple roared into the TV game with a morning show. A superb drama, yeah. A superb drama about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. So, well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and fuck off, okay? So, it's already 3 hours long.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TMRP, the Metropolis Radio Podcast. And you knew I had to open up today's episode with that clip from Ricky Gervais, one of the best moments to ever happen at the Golden Globes, and one of the moments that I don't think I actually saw live, and I don't think many of you even saw it live, because who gives a fuck about the Golden Globes? But we're going to talk about the Golden Globes today because, well, the 2022 ceremony has been canceled on NBC as HFPA. For those that don't know, HFPA is the Hollywood Foreign Press Association struggles to reform the Hollywood stipulations. This is according to Deadline. This comes to us on May 10th, 2021. So when this goes out, this will be 3 days old, but I wanted to wait for everything to come out before I gave my 2 cents on it. So the article starts with, there will be no Golden Globes on NBC in 2022 as the besieged Hollywood Foreign Press Association continues to falter in reforming itself to the satisfaction of Hollywood studios and stakeholders. Quote, we continue to believe that the HFPA is committed to meaningful reform, the Comcast-owned network said this morning. That's NBC Universal. Quote, however, change of this magnitude takes time and work, and we feel strongly that the HFPA needs time to do it right. As such, NBC will not air the 2022 Golden Globes. Assuming the organization executes on its plan, we are hopeful we will be in a position to air the show in January 2023, end quote. Now, personally, I think that this is just an excuse for something that is much deeper, and we'll get into that in just a minute. But let's go on and continue down. We're not gonna read this entire article word for word, just the important shit. Sure to dramatically shuffle the awards season deck as Tinseltown and America gingerly come out of the coronavirus pandemic, the decision to shutter the 2022 Globes was made earlier Monday as Warner Media joined Netflix and Amazon this weekend in cutting off ties with the HFPA due to their collective lack of confidence in the nonprofit group, blah, blah, blah. So here's the important part right here. In the fog of upheaval right now, it's unclear whether NBC will be paying the HFPA the $60 million annual fee for the 2022 right to air the Globes. Now, remember that. They're paying $60 million a year to air this award show, which is produced by Dick Clark Productions. NBC Universal inked a new 8-year deal with the HFPA and DCP, Dick Clark Productions, in 2018 to continue its long-term broadcasting of the ceremony until 2026 with the inflated price tag. Now, just remember that, because we're going to come back to that in just a few minutes. So, in the news of all of this, this was a major shock to a lot of people. Tom Cruise just returned the 3 Golden Globes that he won over the years. If I'm not mistaken, I think he won for Born on the 4th of July. Jerry Maguire was the other one, and I think it was Magnolia, the Paul Thomas Anderson movie from the late 90s. So let's get into this article right here. Add Tom Cruise to the chorus of outrage against the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Deadline hears that the actor today has delivered back to the HFPA the 3 Golden Globe trophies he has won over the years. The trophies just sent to the HFPA headquarters are the Best Actor prize he won for Jerry Maguire, the Best Actor prize he won for Born on the 4th of July, and the Best Supporting Actor prize he won for Magnolia. So I was right. I at least was right on all 3 of them. This is a new tack, but I wouldn't be surprised if others followed his lead, and that the reception area of the HFPA could be crammed with golden trophies. Sources said this just happened as the Golden Globes house of cards continues to crumble and NBC canceled next year's broadcast. Cruz becomes the latest star to speak out, including Netflix, Amazon, NBC, among others, over the slow crawl to the organization is making to reform its lack of diversity, and there's nothing more to this. So this is the main point that I want to get to, is that the Golden Globes for years have been known to have a lot of problems with their voting system. We have this article from Slate. Now, say what you want, but this comes all the way back in 2012. And by the way, this was probably the worst movie ever made, was Crash, but that's neither here nor there. This is one and don't ask me what my opinion is on it. I refuse to review it for a multitude of reasons. But if we actually dig into this article here, you know, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna read this entire thing because it's way too long as well. But you know, let's get into it. You know, blah 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 blah. Where was it? Right here. Okay, right here. Agreed. The organization comprises a deeply suspect cabal of just 88 foreign quote-unquote journalists writing for such illustrious journals as Malaysia's Galaxy magazine and Australia's Film Eek, who appear to dish out nominations on the basis of which star can be persuaded to get drunk with them on awards night in return for a boost for their Oscar chances. So the Globes are venal and easily corrupted, and the voters wish for nothing more than to get drunk with Sharon Stone. So if you're Tom Cruise, now he has yet to come out and make an official comment as to why he pulled that stunt. But if you're Tom Cruise and you know that the Golden Globes have had these problems for years, again, this is being reported on back as early as 2012. If you're Tom Cruise, are you thinking that you won these awards because you were genuinely the best actor of that year or best supporting actor of that year? Or did I win these awards just simply because I'm Tom Cruise? I'm not going to definitively answer that. I'm not going to speak for anybody, but it does get the mind working. Is like, okay, why did I really win these awards? Let's go a little further, and it's a little further down here. Here we go. We're going to read this entire paragraph up here. Of course, the Globes do not completely sidestep the marsh of the middle brow. They preferred Love Story to Pato and Gigi to Vertigo. Noticeably, they named Pia Zadora a newcomer of the year after her husband showered the HFPA with lavish parties. They nominated Sharon Stone in The Muse. Read this. They nominated Sharon Stone in The Muse after her representative plied them with 84 gold watches. Yes, if this were any other industry, Sharon Stone would be arrested for bribery. And in 2009, they nominated the tourist for Best Motion Picture Actor and Actress, seemingly out of nothing more than an intense desire to clap eyes on the sinuous forms of Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie hopping tables. Like I just said, if this were any other industry, Pia Zadora's husband and Sharon Stone would be officially charged with bribery. But because this is Hollywood award shows, that never happens. In fact, this was such an open secret that Denzel Washington actually admitted to it while accepting the Cecil B. DeMille Award at the Golden Globes in 2016 here.
I'm speechless. I just thank you. I thank the Hollywood Foreign Press. Freddie Fields, who first, some of you may know Freddie Fields, he invited me to the first Hollywood Foreign Press luncheon. He said, they're going to watch the movie, we're going to feed them, they're going to come over, you're going to take pictures with everybody, you're going to hold the magazines, take the pictures, and you're going to win the award. I won that year.
So this brings me to my main point of why I'm talking about this. I don't think it's just the Golden Globes. Now, remember what I said here. NBC Universal is paying a $60 million annual fee to air the Golden Globes. The last year's Golden Globes, their ratings plummeted to 6.9 million viewers. They didn't even crack 10 million. Does it tell us where? Okay, here we go. Viewership has gradually tanked for the ceremony. Last year's awards, this was 2020 Golden Globes, saw 18.3 million viewers, down 2% from 2019's total viewership, according to Nielsen, nothing has yet to top 2004, which had almost 27 million viewers. So you go from 18.3 million viewers in 2020 to 6.9 million the very next year. And this problem is not just the Golden Globes. We also have the Oscars. Oscar ratings plummet to record low, down 58% compared to last year for the 2021 Oscars. The 93rd Academy Awards ceremony, broadcast live from both Union Station and the Dolby Theater in LA, and ABC hit a staggering low. Per Nielsen Live plus same-day preliminary national numbers, an average of 9.85 million viewers tuned in on Sunday evening to watch a more intimate and stripped-down version of the Oscars in the midst of a pandemic. 9.85. Let's look at the ratings for the Oscars. Now, granted, this only goes up to this chart here. I'm gonna see if I can blow it up. There we go. Only goes up to 2017. Okay, you guys should be able to see this now. So 2008, about 32 million people. 2009, 36 million. 2010, 41 million. 2011, 37 million. 2012, 39. 2013, 40 million. 2014, 43 million. Then you start to see a bit of a decline. 2015, 37 million. 2016, 34 million. 2017, 32 million. Again, a slow drop off, but nothing that you can't bounce back from. So here are the ratings 3 years ago. 2017, 32,900,000, almost 33 million people. So let me back out. There we go. So almost 33 million people. This was, this was 4 years ago. This was 2017. I'm doing my math wrong. So 33 million people. Oscars, 2021, can't even crack a third of what they cracked 4 years ago. The Grammys, 8.8 million viewers for CBS, historic low. The 63rd Grammy Awards scored 8.8 million viewers Sunday on CBS, the smallest audience on record for the annual telecast, continuing the ratings tailspin for TV trophy shows. So right here, while the figure from Nielsen is 53% below the 18.7 million viewers who watched a year ago, the 2020 Grammys saw 18.7 million viewers. 2021 saw 8.8. The telecast, and we already went over the Golden Globes. Blah blah blah, and then it's just a bunch of bullshit excuses. This is the point that I'm trying to make with this, is that I don't think that the Golden Globes are canceled for the reason that they're suggesting. I think this is merely just an excuse. The whole, it won't. Son of a bitch. Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat. It's not their ability to reform to, Hollywood stipulations. It's not to bring about meaningful change to the organization. No, it's the fact that they're paying $60 million a year to show the Golden Globes, yet the Golden Globes ratings are going down. They're now going down to less than 10 million. I guarantee you, if the HFPA were to come back and renegotiate that annual fee, the next headline you would be seeing, Golden Globes 2022 is back on. And it's not going to be because the organization itself changed. It's because this price tag changed, and that's really it. I think that's all. I think all it comes down to is money. I think these networks want to overall pay less money to show these award shows, to show the Golden Globes, to show the Oscars, to show the Grammys, because if less people are tuning in, you don't have as much in advertising revenue. So how are you going to justify that $60 million price tag when nobody's watching it anymore? And guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I know, one of the shortest episodes of TMRP that I've ever produced, but I think I've said everything that needs to be said. And I did make an op-ed about, I want to say it was a couple weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago now, about, why the Oscars are meaningless and why you shouldn't care. I will link to that below in the description if you are curious to watch that. But other than that, guys, this is going to do it for TMRP, the Metropolis Radio Podcast, and I will see you guys next time.